channel. Just want to come on here and do my little quick post-fight recap or review on the fight between Mayweather and McGregor. To be totally honest, I thought the fight was pretty entertaining. McGregor, he came out in the first few rounds and basically threw every punch in the book. Jabs, right cross, straight rights, left hooks, uppercuts. He really went out there and was trying to do what most people thought he could do on the MMA side of things and knock out Floyd Mayweather. He's very active. He landed a couple good counter punches, especially I believe in round 2 or round 1. He threw a counter uppercut in a moment where Mayweather was trying to mount a little bit of offense, but it wasn't that hard of a shot. It got Mayweather's attention, but it wasn't a shot where Mayweather was hurt or too shocked by it, in the sense that, he decided to step it up defensively. He kind of still kept with his game plan, which, to speak on that, I really thought that Mayweather carried McGregor throughout the fight. Granted, McGregor was active. McGregor was, throwing a lot of long jabs that Mayweather was getting caught by. But when you think back to a lot of Mayweather's fights, he's more of a defensive guy. He never comes straight up, usually with his hands up in that high guard, and he just steps forward. He doesn't normally do that. He's a counter-punching guy where he lets the other opponent come at him, and he makes him miss, and he counters effectively. In this fight, he wasn't doing too much counter-punching. He just was walking straight forward and basically letting McGregor punch himself out. To me, it was pretty clear. During the fight, McGregor was a lot bigger than Mayweather. I'm gonna say he was maybe 20 to 25 pounds heavier, but the size difference was evident. Even before this fight, of course, my prediction and a lot of other people's prediction was that it may not go past 5 or 6 where Mayweather probably knock him out. I assumed the same thing. I thought it would go a little longer, as it did. It went 10 rounds. I thought that was pretty much, a right call to go about that long. Because again, even though McGregor's never boxed before and he's shown stamina issues, his willpower is pretty good. He's mentally pretty tough. So especially with the way Mayweather fought, I wasn't too surprised. I do believe Mayweather could have got him out there earlier, but I think for the fans, he wanted the fight to be entertaining, so he carried him a lot longer than maybe he really had to. One thing I noticed about the fight is that the ref didn't really sternly warn or even take away a point for a lot of the tactics that McGregor employed throughout the fight. He kept grabbing Mayweather, spinning him around, a lot of rabbit punches. The rubber punches, it doesn't take much to hurt somebody with punches to the back of the head, but the punches weren't really that devastating. I don't remember the round, but I believe McGregor threw a low blow that really affected Floyd, where he did kind of react pretty hard, and right after the low blow, McGregor kind of pounced on him, throwing a lot of wild shots. I'm not even sure if the referee saw it, because after he broke them up because of a clinch, he didn't say anything to McGregor about the low blow. Mayweather kind of pointed at the fact that he got hit low, but the ref didn't do anything. So with the ref, I don't know if it was a situation where maybe he was well aware that, of course, McGregor is an MMA guy and may employ MMA tactics, and maybe he was instructed not to really act as harshly because they didn't want him to kind of disrupt the fight in that way. Because if this was any other fight, especially at this caliber, those rabbit punches and a lot of stuff that he was doing, that person would have either got a point taken away, well, actually at least a stern warning, a point taken away, and probably DQ. But I think due to the magnitude of the fight, he might have been instructed to let it go, or he just let it go on his own. I don't know. But throughout the fight, when I was watching with a couple of friends, they were just wondering about what's going on with the ref. He's not really doing much to kind of prevent these rough tactics done by McGregor, which again, in many reviews, people thought this is what he had to do to win anyway. So I can't say he got away with it because of any type of experience or sneaky tactics. Is that he got away with it because the ref didn't want to stop him from doing it. So it made that fight a little bit more entertaining. It gave a lot of the McGregor fans and MMA fans in general a lot of hope that McGregor could probably pull it out. And of course now, a lot of people observed the fight, especially Skip Bayless. He felt that McGregor, of course, was either winning or the fight was even leading up to the stoppage, and that during that stoppage in the 10th round, that McGregor could have continued. My view on that is, once Mayweather started to, land clean shots and kind of knock him around the ring and had him stunned and hurt, right before the stoppage, he clearly wasn't defending himself properly. His hands were down. He was getting hit with consecutive punches, clean punches, hard punches. He didn't want any offense. So even if it was the last few seconds of the round, it doesn't matter. 99.9% of the time, if you're in a boxing match, championship or otherwise, and you're getting hit with clean punches and not firing back and not properly defending yourself, referee's gonna step in and stop the fight. So his excuse at the end of the fight, in terms of stating that he wasn't really that hurt, it was more of a fatigue thing. That could have been true because again, Mayweather expressed his game plan was to kind of wear him out and take him out later in the fight. At the end of the day, you did not properly or intelligently defend yourself. You stood there against the ropes in that last sequence of punches, and you stood there and you tried to, I guess you could say, duck punches, but you were just doubled over, and Mayweather was just headhunting and landing pretty clean. So I thought the fight would stop justly. I mean, of course, you want a more definitive win, so I would have liked the ref to let the fight go on a little bit longer. Granted, that could have caused the fight. That could have been the end of the round if Mayweather didn't land something super clean or drop him officially. But again, you should have done more to convince the ref that you can continue, not sit on the ropes leaning over and let Mayweather get clean shots off. So him stating he wanted to go out, for the fight to be officially over, I get it. But again, what could the ref do at that point? You weren't doing anything to convince him that you would be able to continue. And yeah, if it had went to the 11th round, you would have got a little breather, come out and do what you did all fight, and just kind of go on the offensive until you got tired again. And it would have looked good. The fans would have loved it. Just the commentators and the spectators in general would have loved it. But it would have been the same thing from round 10. It might have happened a little earlier, and Mayweather probably would have got the better stoppage, would have looked better. But then, a lot of McGregor fans would have taken that as another victory, that he got to the championship round. So, Mayweather couldn't win in terms of in the eyes of a lot of fans or spectators anyway. So it ended how it ended. McGregor, he showed a good account for himself, even though I thought Mayweather drug him along to give the fans a more entertaining fight. And, hopefully McGregor realizes that boxing is something to step in and take over. So he'll probably go back to the UFC and MMA, take on his next challenger, which I'm not sure who that be at this point. And hopefully maybe his career will flourish there. He's doing well so far in MMA, and with him being gone so long, I'm not sure if the competition's caught up, if they figured him out. I don't feel that this performance in boxing is going to have people, more scared of him in the stand-up. Because right now his stand-up is pretty effective in MMA. He's knocking guys out, usually in the first round or two. So, and in MMA, when he's fighting guys who aren't as skilled boxing-wise, he's the type of guy whose timing is pretty good. He understands distance, and MMA guys have terrible head movement. They don't really, they don't prepare well when shots are coming back in terms of moving their head. So McGregor in those fights, he counters them pretty easily and drops them with one or two punches usually. So we'll see. Mayweather, he said this is the last fight, 50-0. A lot of people saying that this fight shouldn't count as his 50th victory, but I don't see why not. The guy got his boxing license, the fight was sanctioned, and some people thought he was winning in certain instances, especially the first 2 or 3 rounds. So I wouldn't discredit the 50th win, and at the same time I'm not going to discredit McGregor for putting up a pretty good fight for somebody who's never boxed professionally before. So again, it was a good fight, entertaining fight, more entertaining than I guess you can say a lot of Mayweather's previous fights leading up to this point. And we'll see what happens. I have no doubt that McGregor, heading into the week, is going to do a lot of talking about the fight. I'm sure he's going to give Mayweather credit, but he's gonna also overly praise himself and how well he did. And other people who are rooting for him are gonna find ways to express how much he did so great, and how if this didn't happen or that didn't happen, then maybe he could have pulled out the fight. But again, I will repeat, I felt that Mayweather purposely, carried him into the later aspects of the fight, mainly so he can, wear himself out, and also to give fight fans more of an entertaining fight, which the game plan to me worked out perfectly. So let me know what you think of the fight. Do you think McGregor should box again? Are you happy with the 50th victory that Mayweather was able to get? And please like, favorite, share, and subscribe to this video. You guys enjoy your week.